What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music, and today we are going to be doing a new band for the channel. That is a band called Dark Age. We're going to do the song Snake of June from their 2009 album Acedia. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the album name correctly. Pretty sure I got Dark Age, Snake of June. Those aren't very complicated. But Acedia could be Acad. I don't know. I don't know. Acadia. I'm not sure. Probably Acedia. So we're going to go with that. Before we get into the song, and if you don't want to hear this, just skip right on ahead. I did just do a giveaway last week for 3 signed copies of my book, Between the Lies. So you'll see those sitting over here. I'm going to just announce the winners here very quickly. So I did draw the 3 winners this morning. I'm recording this on the 24th of January, 2024. And so we've got Bob, Thomas, and Sean. Those are our 3 winners. Thank you all to everyone who submitted an entry over on X. Do drop me a follow on there. I will follow you back. And, who knows what other contests and things we might have in the future, but I count that as a huge success, and I will get those signed and shipped out here in the very near future now that the snow has melted. I'm really excited because today, the day again that I'm recording this, not the day that this will go live, today is the first day that we do not have snow on the ground everywhere. I've never seen snow sitting on the ground for an entire week in my whole life, and it was over a week sitting on the ground out here. So it's just great. I have running water in my office, in this building again, and it's just wonderful. So I'm in a great mood. But let's get into the music. I'm excited to hear this since it is a new band for the channel. Never heard of the band Dark Age. I don't know anything about them, but this was a donation request. So, Landorus, thank you very much for the donation over on the Buy Me a Coffee. And I will see. I've got the lyrics pulled up. See what we can get into here. If I like them, you never know how many more songs I might do, but I don't know. I don't know yet. So we are on their, looks like, official YouTube channel. And again, Snake of June by Dark Age. Let's get right into it. Right off the bat, some really nice stereo separation going on. Like the drums are way over here on the right, like pretty deep into the right. It's nice. Interesting vocals. Okay, just initial comments here really quickly. I like the stereo separation. Like I mentioned, the drums are really heavy onto the right, but there is some kind of left of center a little bit over here as well. It's an interesting mix. I can't recall that I've ever heard drums quite mixed like this. So, that's something. It's not a bad something, but it's different. It took me a second to get used to. My ears naturally key in on the drums. I like the mixing though, like the double bass is mixed a little bit higher than I'm kind of used to, which is awesome. Double bass can never be too loud. It's kind of like cowbell, right? But this is, kind of an easy to rock to kind of a track so far. It's a pleasing sound. This is not like black metal, or anything like that. This is very, I would even almost venture relaxing so far. Lyrically, it took me a second. I find that I am able to understand the lyrics, although I wasn't keyed onto those right out of the gate. And so now that I think I'm going to back this up just a little bit, but I appreciate the vocal clarity. I appreciate that I am able to hear what he is saying without reading the lyrics along with him pretty well. And that's kind of rare. So I really, really like that. let's just look at the first lyrics here, though. Demise has attracted a lifelong appeal to ease the itch of the loving, no compromise steady enough to conceal the truth, my paltry dependence from you. Interesting, interesting. And then, of course, we just heard, I know I have been tricked again. Interesting. Okay, so I'm not going to speak too much to the lyrics. Let me back it up a little bit and get back into it.
My paltry dependence from you. I know I've betrayed my soul. They got a snake of doom. It does nothing. I want to say is true. You will see that someday soon. I spent the time will speak to you. Tries to escape from the world that I thought I knew. Have drowned in their laughter, revealing my weakness to bury my love for good. Has ignites of forgiveness. I know I've betrayed again. It was all in your eyes, the trust of faith, all hope and wise. I chose the
Okay, so somebody who knows something about guitars is going to have to explain to me. I hear that the sound has changed on the guitars. It's kind of, I'm not sure if that's an effect. I you can try to teach me what the different like pedals and different effects that might be applied to a guitar are, and I will probably never remember them. So bear with me. I'm a drum guy. I'm sorry, but it sounds good. This is kind of like almost a mm, the material, like the material of the vocals, the lyrics, that's the right word, I guess. The lyrics here are talking about, someone, it's kind of like the snake as a betrayer, that kind of a thing. You've got this duplicity that's been inflicted upon this person, right? I have been tricked again, been tricked by a snake. Of course, it's very common in like a lot of creation myths, in basically everywhere. You've got the Christian mythology, you've got the African creation myths. Some of the African creation stories have a snake. The snakes are sometimes, of course, a symbol of wisdom, and not always a symbol of like a betrayer in like a Garden of Eden type story. There's some dual nature to the snake when it comes to those things. If you think of a dragon, a lot of dragon things are really snake mythology also. And so, a great serpent, things like that, that even gets you into like hero myths and all those things. So snakes, just throwing the word snake in somewhere, I didn't know what we were going to get into, like just reading the title of the song. But now that we're in here, this seems to be snake as trickster, snake as betrayer, that sort of thing. And so I'm not sure what Snake of June is, unless it's just like this particular falling out with this particular person who's being identified with the snake did something to them in June, right? Like the Ides of March kind of a thing, just with a different month. But yeah, nothing of what you say is true. You will see that someday soon a splitted tongue will speak to you. It seems to be that it's not just that this person is a snake for being a betrayer, but also that there will be another figure. So that's interesting. I'm not sure if that's maybe a spirit of snake-like behavior, kind of like the angel and devil on your shoulder, kind of giving you good advice and bad advice kind of a thing. Like is the snake a just a aspect of your own psyche that's taking over here, or something like that. It's kind of interesting to go down that. I'm not sure that these lyrics are meant to be read into this much, but it's interesting. So vocally, not the lyrics though, but vocally, I do appreciate the transition from kind of this more peaceful, well, maybe not peaceful, but this more relaxed kind of melodic tone into a slightly more aggressive form of singing, and then back. Um, Overall, very nice. The whole thing is very pleasing to the ear, though.
I know I've been tricked again. It was all in your eyes. The trust of faith, all hope and wise. I chose the apple, believed your
Oh, the
lies.
apple. Okay, so it is it's more the Christian snake interpretation. Interesting. Getting into the drums. A nice solo section. I really appreciate the double bass action that's going on here. There's some nice touches. All right. Yeah, so that was a great entry into Dark Age. It's the soloing was really nice. The overall sound was really nice. Um, I don't have anything to complain about there. It did catch me off guard whenever the double bass started to do this kind of added 30-second notes, depending on how you're writing your measures, right? Either 16ths or 30 seconds. I would say 30-second notes. You had these kind of quick things kind of leading into some of the beats there, which was nice. Um, you know, obviously the guy can play nice and quick on his double bass pedal, which is excellent. The overall sound, I mean, it's just a nice, kind of hard rock type piece, and I enjoyed listening to it. So who knows? Maybe we'll come back and do some more of this Dark Age material here in the future. I like the symbolism and everything that I'm getting out of the lyrics. Not striking me as like incredibly, incredibly complex meaning wise, but it doesn't have to be. Don't ever let me cast shade on uh, simple lyrics. 'Cause sometimes simple lyrics are some of the most beautiful lyrics. So it was nice. A nice A B rhyme pattern there, and like the chorus and everything. It's good all around. Very good. So thank you again for this donation request, Landris. Really, really appreciate you. The link, if you have a request, is right down here. And I do have quite a few that have piled up. Just so you all know, I have some travel plans late in February. So I'm going to try to get through all of my donation requests prior to my trip, and also record some things to consistently release material while I'm gone. I was thankfully able to do that while this winter weather thing was going on. I wasn't even in my office some days. I worked out of the master bedroom, but I'm thankful to have a company, a role where I can do that kind of a thing. So it's been interesting, but it's a great way to come back to the office. I really appreciate you requesting this song and watching the videos, subscribing, all those things. Thank y'all. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world, and I'll see you then.